Hello.
Hey, Dr. Keith,
Hi, how are you?
doing well.
So I think he doesn't have any school work, it seems. So
Oh
he
no,
can figure it out.
is there something from class,
Yeah,
that we can look at, or some notes?
yeah.
No, there's nothing. I finished it, all of it. So
You can review, Michelle.
no, there's nothing else we can review. There's nothing else we can review. So I don't know what else should I know what to do for math.
We can keep the lesson a little shorter. I can find some things to work on related to what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Is there anything upcoming to look at?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, but
Oh
okay, don't do that. Okay, sit down there. Okay. So yeah, maybe you can review the previous lesson or
no.
something.
No, I did the test yesterday.
How did you do?
I did okay.
Okay. So
Well, I mean, I can move on to just a new topic that he'll see at some point in the future, or review something from the past. Is there a preference on that?
Well, I don't know, Matthew, because I finished everything and we don't know what is our next lesson we're going to be learning.
do you have anything that you want to learn? If you have anything that you need practice, you can do, Matthew.
I think no.
Oh,
Yeah, it's no, I don't have anything to know at the past.
Okay, well, I can come up with stuff, Dr. Kithari. I mean, if you're okay with it, we can maybe keep the lesson a little shorter, but we'll just work on something different, new. But he'll see this upcoming semester.
Okay. Yeah.
If that
You,
works.
I think that I agree. I mean, whatever is relevant to his, grade level, you can do it. That's fine.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, Matthew.
Yeah, give me just 30 seconds here to come up with something. I didn't expect, didn't really, I assume we would just be working on something we've already done before, but that is not the case. So the most immediate topic that I can think about is systems.
Okay. What?
Give me just a moment here. I'm just getting situated here. I got to forward some things. But we can also do some triangle stuff. That would also be a good topic, although you won't see that until next year. I'm just going back and forth in my head about what we might do. So let's do this. Let me share my screen and we'll get started here. All right,
Okay,
so let me get my screen going here. And sorry, it's just in the wrong place. There it is. Okay. All right, so share that. All right, so if you're seeing my screen, let's say you have the line y equals 2x minus 1 and the line y equals 3x. Let's go 3x minus 2. Okay. So these are both lines. For this first one, what is the slope of this first line?
The slope of that first line, well, Matthew, the slope of that line is 2.
It's 2, and it has a y-intercept of -1 because it's this other number here. And for the second line, what is the slope of that second line?
The second one?
Yeah, what's the slope of this?
3.
3. Okay, and it has a y-intercept of -2. So if we were to graph these together, we're to graph these together. The first one, you start at the -1, the y-intercept, as a slope of 2. So you rise 2, this is really 2 over 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, and so on. That. Now this other one, it has a y-intercept of -2, so it actually starts here, and then it has a slope of 3, or 3 over 1. So the second, let me do it in a different color here. Okay, there's that, and we're going to go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. So this line looks like this. I didn't quite graph it through that point there, but do you see that these two lines intersect right there?
Yeah.
You can see that visually, because that's important here. That's that's critical here to figure out. So there's another way to do this. Like you don't necessarily want to always graph these, but you can. Like graphing always works when you're solving a system of equations. So let me get to where I'm just getting a little more space in here. Let's see if we can do this. All right. So the equation was y equals, let me scroll up here, 2x minus 1. And the second equation is y equals 3x minus 2. Okay. And the first way that you can solve these equations is graphing. We just saw that together. Okay. The second way is to use a method called substitution. Do you see that this is y equals and this is y equals? They're both y equals. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can actually, instead of writing this y here, you can actually put this 2x minus 1 where that y is. You can replace y with this 2x minus 1. Okay, so that's 2x minus 1 equals, see how this equals comes down? 3x minus 2. You set the two equations equal to each other. Okay, now this is called a multi-step equation. You know how to solve
Multi-step equation?
Yes, you've seen these before. You know how to solve them.
No, I haven't know how to solve them. They're the ones I know of, and they're the worst.
Well, you're going to be able to do this. So the way you solve these, and maybe that is our lesson today. We'll see if that's a better topic. The way you solve these is you have to move x to one side of the equation.
Okay. Okay.
So to do this, you're going to subtract 3x from both sides of the equation. So on the left side, what is 2x minus 3x? 2x, take away 3 x's.
-1.
Negative x. This minus 1 comes down. And then on the left side here, it becomes -2 because you just bring that -2 down. Okay, so see how we move x to one side of the equation? You've done that before. We're going to now add 1 to both sides of the equation. So negative x, because you just bring this down, equals -1. How do you get rid of a negative in front of x? You divide by -1. So x equals 1. Now, if you followed all that, and I think you did, if we go back to our graph here, the solution is 1, 1. Like that's where the two graphs intersect. We found that the x coordinate is 1. We found that through this method here of substitution, but then we got to find the y value. So you actually find the y value from either of these equations here. You go back to either one. So let's say we want to use the equation y equals 2x minus 1. If you put 1 in for x,
Okay.
you get 1. So you get x equals 1, y equals 1. That's your ordered pair here. Okay, so let's just try. Let's do a couple more examples of the solving multi-step equations. All right, so let's say I give you 5x plus 2 equals 3x minus 4. Okay, and we want to solve for x. So to do this, you have to move x to one side of the equation. So most of the time we move x terms left. So you subtract 3x from both sides of the equation. What is 5x minus 3x?
5x minus 3x.
Yeah. 2x.
2x. Okay.
Bring the 2 down. Okay. Now, to get x by itself, we're going to undo this plus 2. We're going to subtract 2 from both sides of the equation. So that's 2x equals -6. What is the last step here to get x by itself?
You get x by itself, you're saying?
Yeah. How do you get x from being by itself? What is being done here to x? What's the math operation in this last step?
2x. Negative 2x.
But what is the 2 doing to x? What's the math operation?
Dividing.
2 is multiplying, so you undo it with division. So x equals -3.
Okay.
Did you copy this down, this left side down in your notes?
I'm going. Well. Yeah.
You don't have to, but I want you to eventually do one like this. So I want to know if we need to do one more example, or if you're ready to do one on your own like this. It'll be very similar, but I'd like to see that you can do it on your own. So do you want to write this down? Or do you want to do another example?
Hold on. I need to think. Another example.
Okay. So this one I want you to write down for sure. All right, so let's go with this one. Let's go with 7x plus 4 equals 9x minus 6.
Okay.
Okay, so again, our goal here is we want to move all the x terms left. So if something's on the right side of the equation, like this 9x, we're going to undo it by subtracting 9x.
Okay, subtracting 9.
Subtracting 9x from both sides. Okay, so that's minus 2x plus 4 equals -6. So on the right side, the x is canceled.
There we go. Okay, I wrote it.
Okay, now on the left side here, the next thing we want to do is get rid of this number. Okay, so we're going to subtract 4 from both sides of the equation. Minus 2x equals -10. So whatever the number is, we're just going to move it to the other side. Okay, and then the last step here is to divide. We're going to divide both sides by -2 because that's the number that's multiplying x. So x is 5 in this case.
Okay, I need to, let me just write that down.
Yeah, go ahead and write this down. Thank you.
Yeah. Got it down. I got it down.
I'm gonna give you one kind of like this, okay? Not exactly the same, but kind of like this.
But I got it down. So like, so let's do the own problem.
Yeah, so let's say it's 10x minus 3 equals 8x minus 8. I'm sorry, no. Let me do minus 5. Okay, so I'd like you to solve this one for x. Give this a try, please.
Mhm.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm
doing
doing
on
good.
this
I'm doing good. X equals -4.
All right, so you say x equals -4. I'm gonna work through it and we'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna subtract 8x from both sides because I mentioned it several times in the examples, you want to move it left. So that takes care of that. So that's 2x minus 3 equals -5. Now I'm going to add 3 to both sides, not subtract. I'm going to add 3 because this is negative, right? We undo with the other operation. And that may be where things went wrong here for you. 2x now equals -2. So if you divide both sides by 2, you get x equals -1. So maybe you subtracted 3 here instead of adding.
Oh,
Not sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure, but x equals -1 is the correct answer for this one.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want, you can take down notes. I do want you to do another example here because I know you can get this. So let me know when you get this down or when you've studied it, because I want us to move on to another example.
I already have the example already in here.
Okay. So again, you undo addition with subtraction, you undo multiplication with division. Let's look at another example here. So let's go a -4x plus 1 equals -6x minus 3. Okay,
Okay.
so go ahead and give this one a try, please.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing on this one?
I'm doing good. I'm just thinking.
All right.
X equals 2.
X equals 2. Okay, let's take a look here. That sounds really close. I'm gonna
X
add.
equals -2.
I'm gonna add. Yeah, let me check here. I'm gonna add 6x to both sides. Okay, and I think that's what you did here as well. So -4x plus 6x is 2x. 2x plus 1. You just bring that 1 down equals -3, and then you can subtract 1 from both sides. So 2x equals, what is -3 minus 1? -4, right? Those are both negative. And then you divide by 2, so x equals -2 on that one.
Mhm.
All right, now let's just transition here. I don't know how much time we're going to spend today on our lesson, but I want you to look at another problem I put together at first glance, this one might seem a little bit more complicated, but I want you to look at line 1, just line 1 here, and tell me what is the value of A? What does A equal?
A equals, 1.
So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 15. That's what you just said. And I don't think you meant that. So do you see that the same number is added together to get 15 3 times? What number, when added together 3 times, gets you to 15? Sourish, do you have an answer for me?
Yeah, I'm just,
I'm asking you what number. It's the same number. You add it together 3 times to get 15.
oh yeah, that is gonna be easy, and that's gonna be easy. Four plus 10 plus 1.
They've got to be the same though. That's what,
Oh,
so it's the same number. All right, why don't you grab your dad and we'll
yeah,
just,
but well, I'm sorry about that, Matthew.
that's okay. Why don't you grab your dad and we'll just, for next time, let's just try to have something you want to work on. It's always better if you have something that you're interested in from class.
Yeah, Matthew. I know, Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. Dad? My dad's coming, Matthew.
All right, sounds good.
He's coming.
Sure.
Hi.
Hey, Dr. Kithari.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, so without a lot of content from Sourish, I just don't see the interest from him today. We did work on systems of equations, which is a topic you will see, could even be this week, next week. We worked on many examples about solving a multi-step equation. He was able to do a couple of examples on his own here, which was nice to see. But of course, if it's not, there's just not the same interest level. At least that's what I'm seeing. So if you can even ask the teacher, like, hey, can we get something in class to send home with him on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that would just be great. I mean, it would just really help out here. So
yeah, I think we'll find out on that. Yes. Yeah, sometimes you will have some fluctuations like this, so
absolutely.
it's okay. At least you did some. So
Yes.
yeah, I think next time I'll try to find out. I mean, if you can do the classwork, that will be nice.
Yes. So
Okay.
all right, well, I guess we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, okay, so we'll do some classwork on Thursday, right, Sourish?
Yeah.
All right, Sourish, I'll see you then. Have a great couple of days.
Yeah, bye.
Bye now.
Why didn't